launch went really well. I mean, most of the visitors and media from around the world really enjoyed the facility, and I think they were surprised by the authenticity of the facility, the fact that it's based on real architecture. I think they were surprised at the point that we've reached already on the project. The golf course very close to completion. And I think they were also very impressed by the fact that we managed to get input from 18 players from around the world.
But you see, that for me is Africa. You see, this is what I don't think we do enough of in this country, is enough African. Look at that.
Every day is a special day, and we've got a wonderful visitor here today. One of the things that we're also celebrating, besides the opening of the resort, was the fact that the Doornkraai Nature Reserve has been incorporated into what we now call the Greater Interveni Conservancy.
That's it.
Thank you.
Well done.
We've kept this whole development quite secret. We've almost completed the golf course. In the next month or so that would be done. And now we've showcased this development to the world. A good friend and a partner, Graham Cook, came up with the idea of the Extreme 19th. We actually had a breakfast with a helicopter on top of the mountain, and he said, well, why don't you hit a golf ball from here? And that was where the idea was born. Why don't we build a par 3 of starting at the top of the mountain?
It had to be a real golf hole. So we had to make it playable. We had to make sure that you could start and finish the hole, and that you could record a score on the hole, which would challenge golfers to come back and play the hole again. One of the main things was that enjoyment in golf comes from watching your ball roll. The longer your ball takes to stop, the more you can enjoy the shot. And I think that is why everybody was so excited about the Extreme 19. From the time you hit the ball until it reaches the ground is 23 to 24 seconds. So I think the longer you get to experience that and to watch it, the more excitement you're going to have at playing the hole.
Such a diverse country, South Africa, isn't it? It's just unbelievable.
You're going to hold back on a 7-iron?
I wish I'd brought my driver. So now you've got to start it. Let's see.
If you look down from the mountain, from the tee, you see the whole green, which is about 3,000 squares. That is an exact replica of the map of Africa with Madagascar. So it makes it quite special.
Well, this is the most unique spot that I've ever hit from in my 55 years as a pro. They've really got something here that is going to give them a lot of exposure and give a lot of people a great challenge and a great thrill.
Oh, that's superb. Slowly, Gary, slowly. Hold back. Not too far, no more steps, please. Just to let you know, down the bottom there, Mr. Player is on the way and he's not using the helicopter.
Graham Cook also came up with the idea of why don't you get 18 top players of the world to do one hole each.
They were all very excited to be involved, and they were all very excited about the concept. We hope that visitors, when they come and join us at our facility, will be able to say, yeah, they could definitely feel the character of a Donald, or they could understand the strategy of a Langer and the precision of a Langer just by playing our golf course.
Yes, go!
We made it the longest golf course in the world, approximately 8 kilometers. And with the natural beauty and the mountains and the wild surrounding you, it makes it a really special place. If you look at our architecture, we think it's very special. It is a true African Renaissance development. We've taken the history and we've brought it into sort of modern architecture, combined the two, which we think is a huge success.
They've done a wonderful job, and particularly in the entrance, which is real indigenous. It's all African, and that's what we've got to make sure we continue to do in South Africa, to plant indigenous trees and stay indigenous thinking. So it's extraordinary. You come through with this high mountain right in the middle of the entrance. You know, tourism to our country is vitally important. With this great climate and the great diversity that we have, you couldn't find a country with better golf courses than South Africa. So this all plays a vital role.
If you look at the planning of the whole golfing estate, we've put it on the eastern border so that it doesn't impact on the bigger 22,000 hectare reserve. So you've got your activities in the one corner. And then on top of that, we've done the stands in such a way so the game can freely roam. You can only build 1/10 of the land and there are no fences.
A normal safari would end up in a bit of a talk of everything, from the smallest bug, from the smallest little grass seed up to the big 5 elephants, rhinos, leopards. Just a general information drive. Staying at Wildside especially, which is a tented camp, you've got a piece of canvas between you and the wild nature. For people that stay in the city, it could be a very awesome experience. To be so close to nature, and especially knowing that the animals roam through camp without no fences around camp, and also the experience of getting out of a plane on an airport and there's animals all around, like they show on TV basically. This is the experience that you get. The amount of antelope that you see, lions, sometimes rhinos that walks through the camp, it's just exhilarating.
By 2010, we should be able to sleep approximately 2,000 people, which will be officially the biggest in the Limpopo province. And we are very excited. Once again, you know, that brings a lot of job creation, a lot of income to the province. We think that this is definitely one of the bigger, better developments in the whole of Southern Africa. It's going to have a very good impact on the whole region as far as job creation is concerned, as far as what we've got to offer here. And in general, it will be very good for tourism, for the country, and for all of us.
Basically what makes it for me pleasurable to be in my office is the tranquility. You can feel free, a lot of fresh air, and around every corner there's a surprise. In the bush, come around the corner, lion kill. Come around the corner, elephant push the tree in the road. Every day, something new, something special.
All our facilities at the resort are going to be 5-star, and we're going to be testing the boundaries, you know, with everything we do. When it comes to our service going forward, we're going to do the same thing, and we're going to try and set standards.
This is still a true wilderness area. If you look at the size and the scale of the property, whether you stand on top of the mountain, whether you drive through the estate, you're surrounded by mountains. And it feels as if you're not even close to any development. It's nature that influences your personality, brings you back to the basic things in life, what is important.